Long before the tragic duel began, Persia stood under the rule of King Goshtasp. His son, Prince Esfandiyar, was admired across the kingdom for his unmatched courage and unwavering loyalty. After completing countless impossible missions, Esfandiyar believed the time had finally come for his father to honor his promise and hand him the throne. But King Goshtasp had no intention of giving up his crown. Instead, he gave his son one final mission, a mission designed not to succeed but to destroy him. The king ordered Esfandiyar to travel to Zabulistan and bring the legendary hero Rostam to the royal court in chains. It was an impossible command. Everyone knew Rostam had defended Persia for generations. No king had ever dared to humiliate him. Yet Esfandiyar accepted the mission without hesitation. His sense of duty would lead him toward one of the greatest tragedies in Persian history. When Esfandiyar reached Zabulistan, he treated Rostam with respect. He explained the king's command and asked the old hero to come peacefully. Rostam welcomed the prince with generosity, offering him food, shelter, and friendship. But when he heard he must appear before the king as a prisoner, everything changed. Rostam had spent his entire life protecting Persia. He had defeated monsters, demons, and invading armies. He had never betrayed his homeland. Why should the kingdom's greatest defender be chained like a criminal? Rostam politely refused. Neither hero wanted war, but neither could abandon his honor. The path to peace disappeared. Both warriors tried one last time to avoid bloodshed. Rostam reminded Esfandiyar that true heroes should never fight each other. Esfandiyar answered that obedience to the king was his sacred duty. Neither man was evil. Neither sought glory. Each believed he was defending justice. Soon the armies watched in silence as two of Persia's greatest champions prepared to fight. The battle would not decide who was stronger alone. It would decide whether honor belonged to loyalty or freedom. Destiny had already chosen its course. The duel began with earth-shaking force. Their spears shattered. Their swords rang across the battlefield. Then came heavy maces and powerful axes. Every blow could have killed an ordinary warrior. Dust filled the sky as the heroes fought from sunrise until sunset. Neither man surrendered. Neither gained the advantage. It became clear that Persia had never witnessed a battle like this before. The greatest heroes alive were perfectly matched. Yet one terrible secret still remained hidden. Esfandiyar possessed a gift unlike any other. Long ago, his body had been blessed until it became almost impossible to wound. Every strike from Rostam's weapons failed. Arrows broke. Blades bent. Even the strongest attacks left the prince unharmed. For the first time in his legendary life, Rostam realized he could not win through strength alone. His confidence faded. Defeat seemed inevitable. The fate of Persia now rested on a miracle. Badly wounded and filled with despair, Rostam remembered the magical feather given to him years before. He burned it. High above the mountains, the mighty Simurgh appeared once again. The ancient guardian healed Rostam's wounds and revealed a secret hidden from all men. Esfandiyar was not completely invincible. Only his eyes remained vulnerable. Simurgh warned Rostam that victory would bring endless sorrow. Even if he survived, he would never escape the burden of what must happen next. Sometimes fate offers no happy choice. At sunrise, the two heroes met again. Their armies stood silent. Everyone sensed history was about to change. The battle became even more fierce than before. Rostam fought with renewed determination. Esfandiyar continued to advance fearlessly, believing no weapon could harm him. For a long time, neither warrior could claim victory. Then Rostam remembered Simurgh's warning. The moment of destiny had arrived. With great sorrow, Rostam crafted an arrow from the tamarisk tree. He raised his legendary bow one final time. The battlefield became completely silent. The arrow flew through the air with perfect precision. It struck Esfandiyar in the eyes, the only place untouched by magic. The invincible prince collapsed. Rostam had won. But there was no joy in his victory. The greatest hero of Persia had defeated its greatest prince. That single arrow changed the future of the kingdom forever. As Esfandiyar lay dying, he did not curse Rostam. Instead, he accepted that destiny had spoken. Rostam mourned the man he had never wished to fight. Far away, King Goshtasp finally understood the terrible cost of his ambition. His own command had led to the death of his son. Persia mourned for its fallen prince. Rostam returned home carrying a victory heavier than any defeat. For centuries, poets remembered this duel not as a celebration of triumph, but as a warning. Even the greatest heroes cannot escape fate. And the story of Rostam and Esfandiyar remains one of the most powerful tragedies ever written in the Shahnameh. If you enjoyed this legendary tale, subscribe to FactNova for more epic stories from the Shahnameh and the world's greatest myths.